Hello and welcome to Wigs with Liz. My name's Liz and I wear wigs. I'm really excited today to bring to you another wig, and this is an Amazon wig. So it's a cheaper wig, but it's something really spectacular. I really do love this wig and I'm excited to share it with you. So we're going to review this wig, but we're also going to get it ready to wear. That means during this video I'm going to show you the cap construction. I'm going to show you what I do to change the wig cap construction to make it more comfortable for me, and we're going to sew wig clips in, and then we're going to review the wig at the end. So I'm really excited about this, and you can see as well that my own natural hair is getting a bit longer now. So in the next video I'm going to be talking about month 2 of my hair growth journey, so I'm really excited about that too. And you can see it's just getting a bit flyaway now, so I like the fact that it's growing a little bit more as well. So let's do this then. So you may be excited to know what wig we're doing today. We're doing Jessica from the Fever Wig Collection. Now, I'm really impressed with this wig. So I got this out last night because I knew that I was going to be reviewing it today, and had a little play with it and adjusted it. So instead of doing all the cap construction off camera, stopping, starting, I'm doing one full video today. So I've already made the adjustments I need to make in the cap, but I'm going to talk about it and explain what I've done to it. So Jessica is a really long red style. She's got a bang in that you can either wear as a bang or push it over to the side. Now I've decided with this wig, because I tried both, messing around with the front, playing with it a little bit. I've decided I'm leaving the bang long. It comes to about there, but I'll show you when I put it on. And I'm going to sweep it over. So I quite like how it looks when I'm just sweeping the bang over to the side. You may decide to cut the bang. So, you just have to perhaps cut about that much off the bang to get it into the style shown on the box here. And, or customise it to suit your face, whether you want it long or short. You may like it long, but it does go in the eyes. So I thought, what shall I do? And I thought, no, I want to push it over. I like the way it looks pushed over. And I really am a fan of these Fever Wig Collection wigs from Smithy's. I think they're created very well. The hair is very nice on the wig. It feels very natural, even though it's a synthetic wig. You can use heat on these wigs too, which is always a bonus. So, you can curl it, style it, straighten it, do whatever you want to do with this wig. So it's a really great wig, and as you can see, it's got a price tag on it. It's 33 UK pounds. Now I have seen these on Amazon a little bit cheaper. I think you can pick this up at like 29.99, but I got this in a shop. When I was on holiday last year in Turkey in the UK, I bought a few wigs, and this is one that's just kind of been sitting on the floor waiting for me to do something with it. And I've tried it on once before, but was super busy because I couldn't really do anything with it. And then last night I tried it on. I thought, wow, this wig is too nice to just be sitting in a box. I need to get it ready so it's wearable, because I fully intend to wear this wig pretty soon out and about. I've got no qualms about going out in an Amazon wig. I just know it needs a little bit more TLC than a high-end wig where you get it out of the packet, and apart from sewing in wig clips, it's ready to go. So let's play with Jessica today. And I want to say a big thank you to all of you for being here and being you, and all your amazing love and support on this channel. It means so much. And if you are new and you're liking the videos and you're liking getting to know me and spending some time together in these types of videos, just subscribe and join, because I'm here for you every day. So Jessica then, gorgeous, gorgeous wig. So it says she's styleable and heat resistant to 120 degrees or 248 Fahrenheit. And this is dark root, so she's got a darker root, long feathered with fringe in ruby red. Now I'm all about these reds, I think they're gorgeous. So let's take her out the box and have a look what she looks like. So first of all, you can see on the box, it does look a bit deeper, but when the light shines on, it does give it this gorgeous brightness. So I feel that the colour is true to the box on this wig. And, I've also got a wig this colour, or similar to this colour in the Chloe wig. And I reviewed that wig not long ago, and I love that wig, and I've worn that wig out and about. And, You know, it's gorgeous. So let's look at this wig together then. So first of all, you can see it's a very, very long wig, which I love. So you can cut the length on this if you want to, but I like a long. So you can see how long the bang is at the front. It looks very long straight away. You can tell that if you wanted it as a fringe, you would have to cut it. You know, if you wanted this as like a straight across bang or a feathered bang, you know, or a lighter bang, you would have to do some amendments on this. But because I'm going to sweep it over, it creates a whole different look to this wig. And I think you're going to like that. So that's what we're going to do. So the feel of the hair is very nice. That's also what I love about these Fever Wig Collection wigs. The hair is nice. You know, it's nice to wear as well. So obviously it doesn't feel like a high-end wig. You know, it is synthetic hair. You know it's synthetic hair. But it feels nice, you know, it's kind of silky smooth. It's got a nice feel to it. It has got a shine to this wig. You can get rid of that shine if you want to with baby powder or however you do that. But I personally like the shine. I like to stand out and, you know, be a bit of a head turner when I'm wearing a wig. I think that's the whole point of wearing a wig for me. So I don't mind the shine. I like it, you know. So this may be a little bit too shiny for you. You may have to do something with this, but it's a great wig. And the thing I love about the parting on this is the way it's parted, it looks very realistic because, you know, you haven't got a parting that's like straight down so you can see your scalp like that, you know, but the way it falls on the face when it's on looks very real. And you'll see that when I put it on. So I'm going to just put it on and sweep it over to the side. Now, before I do that, we're going to get it ready to wear. So we're going to put it on at the end. So the reward of doing all the work with the cap and sewing in the clips is the reward. Getting her ready to wear. Rather than just being excited, popping her on and thinking, oh, I've got to take her off now and do the work to make sure she's secure and comfortable on the head. So we're going to do that first. So, you know, you can watch this bit or you can skip forward. But you know, I do recommend watching it so you know how to get the wig ready for wear, whether it's daily wear, going to a party, a fancy dress, or something else. So the cap itself now, I've adjusted the cap already, but I'm going to talk about the way the cap comes. Just thought it'd be easier to do it this way than, you know, stopping it and going and doing it and coming back being flustered doing it already. So I did this last night. So the first thing I did on the back where the label is, there is also a white little label sticking out. So the first thing I did was cut that out. But you've got a wig on. It says Fever Wigs at the back. So I like to leave the label because it's easier to find where the back of the wig is, especially if you cut the ear tabs out of these cheaper wigs like I tend to do. So you may not need to do that. This is a one-size-fits-all cap. So obviously it's going to be a little bit bigger than maybe an average size cap. So I found that that's why the ear tabs don't fit my head properly, because it is made a little bit on the larger side. So it's not a large cap, it's very nice fitting, it fits nice, it feels nice. It's just the ear tabs are a little bit big. So for me, they tend to stick in. And I'm not a petite size head. I haven't measured my head, don't intend to. I just know I fit an average size cap, you know. So let's have a look together. So first of all, it comes with bra strap type adapters. Now on the high-end wigs like the Godiva Secret wigs or the Raquel Welch wigs, they come with Velcro ones or, you know, the tighteners. These wigs don't come with them. They come with two bog standard little pieces that you can clip together at the back that make it tighter. Now personally, I don't like them. I feel very restricted when I'm wearing them like that. I don't see the purpose of them. Other people do. So what I do is I cut them straight out. And because I know I'm going to be sewing wig clips in, because this is a wig that I'm going to wear. Now you could also wear this with a wig cap or a wig grip band, and maybe you'd want to keep them with a wig cap. But with a wig grip band, you certainly don't need them in the wig, because the wig grip band like grips the wig all the way around the head. So you wouldn't really need to do that. So for me, for convenience and comfort, I just cut them out. And, you know, it doesn't affect the wig at all. When you cut them out, it doesn't do anything to the cap. So that's personal preference. The other thing I do is cut out the ear tabs. Now, these particular wigs don't come with combs in or anything like that, so you don't have to mess around with them. But the ear tabs, as I said, do on me come over the ear, and I've shown this on previous wigs. Okay, some I can get away with, some I can't. On the Chloe wigs, on the red one and on the mauve one, the like blancmange pinky coloured one, I've left them in because I don't know why, but they seem to be okay. But on the silvery white one that I bought, I've had to cut the wig I've had to cut the ear tabs out of that one as well, and that's the same wig. That's a Chloe wig. So, you know, again, it's a bit strange. Same wig, different feel. So it may be different on you. You'd have to see. But for me, I've got no problem with cutting out ear tabs because I know that it's going to be a more comfortable way of wearing the wig. And I don't want to be uncomfortable when I'm wearing a wig because I'll just want to take the wig off. You know, I'll be all right for 5 minutes and then I'll be like, oh my God, this is hurting me. It's not worth it. And I'd pull it off and be like this, you know. So I don't want to do that. I want to wear this gorgeous wig. So I want to adjust it. Now, you know, what I found in my personal experience is cutting out the ear tabs does not affect the wearability, that's the word, of the wig. Because as long as you're not going to be putting it high on your head or, you know, pushing it out of the way, nobody's going to know anyway. And you'll see what I mean when I put it on. So the ear tabs were here. So you can see there's been a little bit of adjusting here. So the ear tabs kind of come out like that. And I just get my scissors and cut around it. I have done videos on doing this before. If you go to any of the other Amazon wigs I've done, you'll see me doing that, okay? Or showing you how to do that because it's just so annoying to have them on. Now, when you cut around them, just be prepared because some of the wig will come out. You know, you'll lose some of the hair, but that's okay. It's only a small amount and it doesn't affect it. So I've cut both ear tabs out of, you know, either side of this wig. And, oh, it's like wearing a whole different wig. I can't tell you how comfortable it is without those ear tabs pushing on you. So it's worth doing, okay? Now, I also know that I need to sew wig clips in. You can see at the back you've got this breathable wefting and it really is nice. You know, the cap construction's very good on this one for a £33 wig. You know, they've done a good job on this. It feels nice on the cap. It doesn't feel hard. You know, some of the Amazon wigs that you buy, especially the ones around, you know, £15 to £25, seem to be very hard caps. Some are good, some aren't, okay? It's trial and error. So if you get one, it feels really hard on the top. It's going to feel like they're on your head. These wigs don't feel that way. So obviously they're nowhere near in the same league as the high-end wigs, but, you know, this is kind of like a quality version of a cheaper wig. You know, a quality wig. I say Amazon wig. Obviously it's not an Amazon wig. That's just where you can get it from. But this wig is from the company Smithy's and it's the Fever Wig Collection. So I find that all of their Fever Wig Collection wigs are created very well. And I do tend to like the Smithy's wigs because their cap construction for their costumey type wigs, the ones I've bought anyway, they've got a swimming cap. So they haven't even got the ear tabs in. And I like that. So obviously I haven't tried all of the Smithy's wigs, just the ones I've had. I've been quite lucky with them. But I do find with these, it is trying it on and seeing if it hurts or not. Some you can get away with, some you can't. So, you know, maybe you try Jessica on and she fits you fine. You have no issues with the ear tabs, so you don't need to cut them out. So obviously only do this if they are hurting you. And if they're hurting you, even just a little bit, honestly, it's so worth cutting them out. It's not going to affect your wig. But I'll show you this when we put it on. So I'm going to get it ready now to wear. So I know I'm going to need to wear some kind of, you know, security or use some kind of security to secure in this wig. Especially now I've cut the wig clips, the wig ear tabs out, because if I just put this on my head, it's going to fall off. You know, because it's not secure. So I have the option of wearing a wig cap, a wig grip band, or sewing in wig clips. And that's what I want to do, because I don't want, you know, the feel of wearing the band, because it secures it so well. Sometimes it pushes it into my ears and the back of my neck. So I want to put wig clips in. So to secure this wig and to wear it, to make sure it's wearable, I'm going to put 3 in there. Now 2 would probably be enough, 2 at the front, but for extra added security, And for the sake of this video, so you can see, I'm going to put another one here. So we're going to sew 2 at the front and we're going to put 1 at the back. Now, when I look at the cap, you can see, you know, you've got the circumference of the cap here. So you know where you want to put them. You're going to put 2 there and 1 at the back right there, okay? So that's what we're going to do. So to sew in wig clips, all you need is wig clips. And I get mine from Amazon. I get a pack of 50, just like this, for like, it ranges the same bag of clips. Get the words out, bear with me, okay? It's perimenopause brain. The same bag of clips can cost me £6 one week and £9 another week. So the price does go up and down, but it's worth it, okay? 50 well-made wig clips. And a wig clip that I'm talking about are just like this, they're the snapper wig clips. So what you've got is, you've got your clip and it's got teeth that face down, and you've got 3 holes either side. You've got 2 clear holes and a gold hole either side. And then on the back of the clip, you've got this plasticky type rubber that sits against the hair, so it stops it from pulling your hair, and they really do work. So I really can recommend these. But you can find these anywhere, in any wig shop or hair shop. You can get these, you know, they sell them everywhere. But make sure if you're buying from a shop, you've got, you know, check them. That's what I would say, check them, because when I was out and about in London, I bought some from a shop in London, and to be honest, I got like a pack of 20, and I probably got 3 or 4 out of the pack, because most of them didn't grip properly or didn't open properly. So before you put your wig clips into your wig, just check them and make sure they're working properly. And, you know, I've been buying these particular Amazon ones now for a long time, and, you know, a long time, like you know, 8 months, 9 months, and I've had no issues. I haven't had any that don't work. It's only when I bought some from a shop that I had that issue. So, you know, I really can recommend these as well. But you'll find these on Amazon or anywhere. So these are what we're going to use. And, you know, all they do is, when you put them on, they grip into your hair. Okay, I'm just seeing how it would go on. And then you snap it in. Okay, however it works when it's sewn in. Just try and work out, you know, with it not being on my head. So it goes in like that, and then you snap it down. So it grips into your hair, but it doesn't hurt the hair. So they're very good. So we need 3. So I'm just going to check all 3 to make sure they work, and they do. Okay. So we're going to sew. So I'll show you where I'm going to sew them. I'm going to sew them right at the front. I'm going to put 2 in there, and then the 1 at the back, I'm going to put it there. So when you're sewing in wig clips, make sure the teeth are facing towards you. So I'm going to sew the first 2 in with the teeth facing towards me. And then I'm not going to put this one at the back with the teeth facing towards me. I'm going to turn the wig around, and I'm going to put the teeth facing towards me. So in a way it looks backwards. Okay, that's the way to do it, because then it's going to clip it in right at the back. So when you clip it in there, it's going up instead of going down, you know. So very clever how you do this. So you're going to need your wig clips, you're going to need some cotton. So for a red wig and a black cap, I'm going to use black cotton. You're going to need a needle and some craft scissors. You know, I've used other scissors, but I ended up buying myself. I mean, these weren't expensive anyway, but I got some craft scissors because they're sharper. And then maybe a bin to put your bits and pieces in. You may need a magnifying glass to thread your needle. I have it just in case. This one's got a light on, okay? Because sometimes I can do it easily, sometimes I can't. And you can guarantee when I'm on camera, I'm going to bodge it up. So let's do this then. So the first thing you do is thread your needle. I've already done mine because I've just re-sewn in the wig clips into my Raquel Welsh wig, and I just shared a little video about that before this one. So I'm just going to get it ready. I'll show you how to thread a needle on the next one, because this is going to do the first 2 holes, and then, you know, the first side of the first clip, and then I'll have to rethread my cotton. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sew in the first 2 holes on either side. I'm going to ignore the gold one. You don't need to sew all 3. You can if you want to, but I find 2 is enough. So I'm going to sew the first 2 sides, and then I'm going to cut the cotton tight, and then I'm going to do the other 2. Now, some people show you, and this is what I was shown, when I was learning how to do this, because I've had to learn how to do this. I watched a demo video by Danielle from Godiva Secret Wigs, and she uses one piece of cotton to do the whole thing by taking the cotton underneath the clip and then doing the other side. Now, I found if you do that, the wig clip doesn't stay in 5 minutes, and, you know, it hurts a little bit, it pulls a bit more. So if you take the time to sew it in right, it's going to last longer. And it's going to last longer when you're washing your wigs too. Because sometimes when you're washing your wig, they're going to come out when you're washing them, and then you have to re-sew them in. And that's fine. But, you know, if you take a bit more time sewing right, it's going to work better for you. It's going to, you know, take off. You know, if you're going to do a job, do it right. That's what I'm trying to say. With the Amazon wigs, you know, these Fever Wig Collection and the other Amazon wigs I've sewn wig clips into, it takes a bit more effort because the wig cap is a little bit harder than on the high-end wigs. So you may find that too. It's taking you effort to poke through the holes. So give yourself time. Give yourself time. So we're going to put the wig clip in with the teeth facing towards me and with the rubber at the bottom. So the rubber goes down. So I'm going to look at the wig cap and I'm going to think, okay, where's the centre of the wig? Well, I've got this big circle at the back there, so I can go down like that. So we know that's the middle. So I'm going to sew it this side. So I'm going to start on the right and I'm going to sew in the right one. So I'm going to place it where I want it, at the front. So I want it about there. And I'm going to hold it down with my thumb, okay, so it doesn't go anywhere when I'm sewing it in. And then I'm going to get my needle and cotton and I'm going to go down into a little bit of the wig. And then I'm going to come up through the first hole. I'll show you this closer in a second. And then I'm going to go down again and up again. And I'm going to do this 3 times on one side. And then I'm going to go down again, take a little bit of wig, not much at all, just a little bit of the cap, not the hair. Go down. You don't have to go far down. And then come up through the second hole and do this again, up and down. So down, should I say. Down and up. I'll show you on this one. Okay. I'm going down into the wig and up through the hole. And I'm coming up like that. So it's done on one side. That's how quick it is. And then I'm going to cut that off. So I'm leaving that amount on my needle. And then I'm just going to tie the 2 ends just like this 3 times. Now I know you can't see exactly what I'm doing, but I am talking you through it, okay? Because it's really simple to do this. You just have to have a little bit of patience when you're threading your needle, when you're doing it. And I'm just going to cut off the excess cotton. And one side's done, you see? So all I do is go down into a little bit of wig and up through the first hole. Down into a little bit of wig, up, down and up. And then change to the second hole. It's as easy as that. Excuse me. The hardest bit is threading your needle. So I'm going to get my cotton and I'm going to take about that much. And I'm going to try or attempt to thread my needle. So I'll see if I can do it first of all without using my magnifying glass. This is the bit that can get a bit annoying because, you know, you have to look close. You need x-ray vision, in my opinion, to, you know, to do this. It just takes trial and error. So the bit that takes the time for me isn't sewing in the wig clip. It's actually threading my needle. Yeah, so I'm going to show you a tip. So I just use anything to stand this up and I've put my light and I've got a lighted one, but you don't need one. Just stand up your magnifying glass and then go underneath and thread it this way. She says, without my magnifying glass falling over. Thread it this way and it's going to be easier. And the reason why I like doing these videos is because we get to spend some time together, you know. And a lot of people say when I'm doing this, it's very therapeutic, you know, listening to my voice and, you know, it's just very calming. I mean, it's calming for me. I find sewing now very therapeutic and, you know, it's something I've never done because my mum, bless her soul, you know, she's passed away now, but she always did all of my sewing for me. So when she passed away, and obviously when I started playing with wigs and using wigs, I had to train myself. So now I can sew, and now I've taught myself how to sew, even though right now I can't thread this needle, but I've done it with a magnifying glass. I've taught myself how to sew other things. So, you know, if a button comes off or anything breaks, I can do it. So I'm quite proud of myself that now I can sew. You know, all self-learnt as well, which is really good, from videos on YouTube, which is powerful because, you know, that's how we learn about things, through the internet. You know, we've got that tool. So I make sure that my cotton is aligned either side, so the two bits are aligned. I get my thumb and forefinger, go down right to the end, and then I get my needle and put it between my thumb and forefinger, and I wrap it around 1, 2, 3 times, pull it down tight, and that secures the cotton. And then you can see you've got like a tail at the bottom. I'm just going to cut that tail below the knot so I don't get any unsightly bits of cotton in the wig. And it's ready to go. And there's only you who's going to see the inside of your wig anyway, unless you're doing a video like this one. So I'm just going to do the other side now. So making sure it's in the right place by holding it with my thumb. You know, many times I've sewn these in, like when I started doing this, and I didn't hold it properly. And I sewed it in, it was lopsided. So you don't want a lopsided wig clip because you're going to have to do it again. So I'm going to go down into a little bit of wig and up through the first hole. So it's very, very quick when you do it right. Down through a bit of wig, up through the first hole. We're going to do this 3 times. Remember, the hardest part is doing your needle. She says, is doing the needle. Oh, hang on, I've twisted it now. I'm talking, there we go. I nearly twisted it. Threading your needle. And then I'm going to go down into a little bit of wig and up through the second hole. A little bit of wig. And because it's a black cap and it's black cotton, you know, it goes in very well, you know. If I were using white cotton, it wouldn't really go. And I've had to evolve because I did use white cotton at the beginning. It's because I couldn't see what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing. That's how I learned. But now I've evolved to using a darker cotton. So I'm just going to cut it about there. And before I mess with the wig clip, I'm just going to set up my cotton for the next one. So again, I go down to the end. I'm going to put the needle between my thumb and forefinger. And then I'm going to wrap it around. Oh, do it right, Liz. I'm going to wrap it around 3 times. And go down, okay? You may want to wrap it around more, it's up to you. And then I'm going to just cut off the excess cotton at the back of the knot there. So again, it's ready to go now for the next clip. So I'm going to get the 2 pieces that I've cut here, and I'm going to tie them into a knot. We're going to do it 3 times. 1, 2, and 3 times for luck. And then I'm going to cut it off. And that's 1 wig clip in. 1 wig clip in. It's so rewarding when your wig clips are in because you can put your wig on. So I've only got to do that again 2 more times. So we're going to do the same thing again on the other side. So I'm going to get my wig clip. I'm going to make sure the teeth are facing towards me and the rubber is at the back. And then I'm going to put it where I want it. So about, you know, the same the other side. So aligned with the other one. And I'm going to make sure I'm holding it with my thumb, and I'm going to get my needle and cotton and go down into a little bit of wig on the right side, and I'm going to come up through the first hole. We're going to do it again and again, so 3 times for luck, and then go into the second hole, down into a little bit of wig and up. Oh, I've just got it wrapped around the other wig clip. I don't want to be doing that, do I? And down and up and down and up. And you know, do be careful when you're doing this because it is easy to poke it through your thumb. Done that many times, I've bleeds, but better now at doing it. So that's that side. So again, I'm going to cut it about there. And then this little bit of cotton should be able to do the other side as well. And then I'll put a new piece on. I'll thread it again for the other one. 1, 2, 3. If I can get away with it, I can. So there we go. Just cut off the tail. And then I'm going to tie it. So, you know, just do it as you go so you don't get in a mess and forget that you haven't tied your cotton. Instead of sewing both sides and then tying your cotton, you know, do it as you go. Because it is easy to get in a mess. The doorbell could go, you could get sidetracked or distracted with something else, and then you forget what you're doing. And you know, I've also found that doing it at a table is the right thing to do. I've done this sitting on the floor and lost my needle and not been able to find it. I've had to call on the angels to help me to find it. I've nearly sat on it. So, you know, it just makes more sense to do it in a sensible environment. So I'm just going to turn it round and I'm going to sew the other side. So again, I'm holding it with my thumb so it doesn't move. I'm going into down and this is on the left side, going down and into a little bit of wig and then up through the first hole. We're doing this 3 times, remember, 3 times a lady. And then we're going down again into the second hole. So down, a little bit of wig, up through the second hole, down and up, down and up. So we're doing that 3 times. So you can see how, you know, when you do it, it's very quick when you're used to doing it. You know, when I first started doing this, it took me ages because I didn't know how to sew. And I was, you know, learning and it took me time. But now I'm quicker. And, you know, with practice, we get perfect. And that's what, you know, this is. So the first 2 are in. Now, that may be all you need, okay? You may only need to have done 2. 2 will secure this very easily. But because these Amazon wigs are a little bit heavier, and that doesn't mean they're uncomfortable to wear at all, okay? They're just a little bit heavier than obviously the high-end wigs, but you get what you pay for. You may need another one. And that's what I'm going to do just to be on the safe side because I want to make sure when I'm wearing it, it feels secure. It's not going to move or fall off. So it makes the, you know, it's worth sewing in another one. So I'm going to get my piece of cotton. I'm going to take that off because that's not going to do it. That's not enough. Let me take that off. And then we're going to try to thread the needle again. As I said, this is the most time-consuming thing. So if you are with me so far, thank you for staying tuned. I know it's going to be worth it when you see me put on this wig. And, you know, it shows as well that I am only human. You know, I'm not a machine and it does take time to do these things. We do have to learn and, you know, it's nice to spend this time together. I love doing this with you guys. That's why I do these sewing in videos. You know, I could easily just sew them in and then, you know, and then do the video. But, you know, I like to connect with you guys as well. I know I don't do it on every wig, but that would probably be way too boring for you guys. But every now and again, I like to just jump on and do this and show you that, yes, I have to use my magnifying glass. And you know what? That's okay. I'm 46 and I don't wear glasses yet. So, you know, you may be very good at threading needles. May take you a bit of time like me, but we get there in the end and that's what matters. We get there in the end. So, and what do they say? Getting into heaven is like trying to thread a needle. I think that's, someone said that before. Yeah, let me just turn it around. Sometimes I'm trying to thread the needle and all I need to do is just cut the end just to make it more, you know, what's the word? To get it so that you can actually thread the needle. Now I've done it the first time that time. So it was like bulking out a little bit to make sure you've got a nice, neat piece of cotton. That's what I'm trying to say. You move this out of the way. Now this piece of cotton, touch wood, should do this wig clip. So I shouldn't have to thread any more cotton. I always set my needle and cotton up though at the end. So, you know, that's what I do when I go off camera. I'll just do it again, ready for the next time I sew wig clips in. So I haven't got to do this straight away at the beginning. So I'm going down to the bottom. I'm going to hold my needle between my forefinger and thumb and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 times, pull it down to make a nice secure knot, and then I'm going to cut off that tail. Going to cut off that tail just so it's neat and tidy, you see, like that. And then I'm going to get my wig clip. So I've turned the wig, remember, around. So I'm going to sew it there with the teeth facing down towards me. So not away from me, towards me. So I'm going to put it in the centre. So I'm going to look at the wig. So the centre for me is between the 2 clips, the other 2 clips going down. So about there. So I'm going to put it where I want it. And then I'm going to get my needle and cotton, and again on the right side go down into a little bit of wig and up through the first hole. Little bit of wig, not much at all. Down, down and up, down and up. I've done that 3 times. I'm going to go to the other side, down and up. Well, not the other side, sorry, the second hole, down and up. Sometimes it's so hard when you're concentrating to try and explain what you're doing. You know, have you ever done that? Tried to explain what you're doing. When you're doing it, you know what you're doing. So I'm going to cut it there. Again, I'm going to set up my needle and cotton for the other side. 1, 2, 3. And I'm one of them people who I have to be doing something to talk about it and explain it. And I work with my hands. In other words, I'm always throwing my hands around because that's just part of who I am. When I'm channeling readings and using cards and talking, the angels kind of channel through my hands too. So our hands are a very powerful tool. So always be grateful for your hands as well. Always be grateful for your body and everything to do with your body because it's a magical thing. So I'm going to go in to the other side now. So again, I'm holding it where I want it so it doesn't move. Going down into a little bit of wig and up through the first hole. This is on the other side. Up again. See how quick it is? And then down again and coming up the other side. Second hole, down and up, down and up. So really good way of doing it, And again, see how quick it is when you know what you're doing. It's only when you first start doing it you may struggle and think, I can't do that. It seems so hard. But it isn't. It's quite easy to do. If I can do this, anyone can. That's the way I look at it. So I'm going to tie this little piece in 3 times. And we've done our 3 clips. Amazing. Okay. So by now, your wig will be ready. It will be ready. Okay. So I'm just going to cut that off. Okay. I've just done that. That's because I'm talking and not paying attention to what I was doing. I tied that a bit high there, but it'll be fine. Remember, there's only me seen inside this wig cap and you, but no one else. So there's the 3rd one. So we've got 3 secure, sturdy wig clips in this wig. That means she's ready to wear. Isn't it exciting? So this is the reward for taking the time, sewing in your wig clips and doing your cap construction and getting it ready, that you're ready to put it on. Now, with Jessica being a long wig, you have the option, you can brush this or use your fingers. So, she isn't a curly style. She is meant to be a straighter wig. So I am going to brush it. So, I've just got a little paddle brush. I use this. I keep this down here for my wigs. So just going to brush it through a little bit. Actually, I don't feel like it needs to be brushed at the end. I'm just going to use my fingers. I don't want to, get rid of any of the natural way the wig looks at all. It's not shedding hair either, which is great. Shedding a little bit of hair, but that's because, remember, I've cut some of the wig out with the ear tap. So you may just have to put your hands down it and then pull out any excess hairs if you have done what I've done and cut that. So let's put her on. So I'm going to open my wig clips, all 3 of them, and then I'm going to get her ready to put on. So again, I just push all my hair back. I'm going to take my earrings off and put them on after so you can see. So I'm just pushing all my hair back. And then I'm going to get my thumbs at the back of the wig where the label is, and I'm going to pull it on. Now, I'm just going to take a little bit of time getting it straight because I haven't got those ear tab adjusters, remember, I've cut those out. So I'll show you what I mean. And I think you're going to love this wig. So I haven't moved it up yet at all, okay, to my hairline. So I'm just making sure, first of all, the wig is straight and where I want it to be. So I'm just doing it by making sure that I've got a centre parting and it looks straight to me. Okay, it feels it. It doesn't feel like it's lopsided or wonky. And then because there's a bang on this wig, I'm just going to pull it up to my hairline. Now, I can feel the wig clips gripping it there. Okay, so I know it's at my hairline now. So I'm going to clip it in. The 2 that we've just put in are secure. Look at that. And then I'm going to put my thumbs underneath the wefting at the back and clip in the last one. So look how secure the wig is now. It's only my forehead that's moving. So the wig is secure. Now, before I even do anything with the bang on this wig, Okay, because this isn't how I'm wearing it. I don't think I'm pushing it over like that. I'm not. That was just to get the wig on without the wig ear tabs. So look at the colour. Isn't it a stunning wig? Now you can see why I wanted to get this wig ready for wear, because I do fully intend to wear this wig out and about. You know, even though you may see this as a shiny wig, I love this. I love this. This is probably one of my favourite ones. And the Chloe red one as well, which I absolutely love, you know, in this particular make, Wig Fever collection. I love it. So I love the colour, you know, a ruby red. Again, I wouldn't really class this as a ruby red. I would class this as a cherry red. But you decide, okay? To me, a ruby red is deeper than this. But this seems to me, it's like a, you know, it's a bit like a cherry red. It has got roots though, remember, so it does look quite natural. So the way I'm going to do this, first of all, you get your bangs. So I'm going to brush my bang down. Now you can see how long this bang is. So you can see, if you wanted to wear it as a full bang, you can, but you may need to cut it, okay? Maybe you like it this way, but I personally can't see what I'm doing when I've got a bang like this. And you can see how gorgeous the wig is. So, you know, you could easily wear it with a bang. But if you're pushing over to the side, you've got a choice until you decide what to do. So I'm going to do a side bang, which looks very pretty. So I'm going to just take it about there. And this is what I was talking about with the parting and how natural it looks. Because when you've got a bang, you know, that's how your parting is. So I feel it's quite a natural looking wig. So I'm just going to push it over to the side, okay? And look at that. I mean, isn't that beautiful? Just like that, you know? So again, you can decide how much bang you want to take over. But I like it like this. So yes, it looks really pretty with a bang, with a full bang like it is on the box. But it also looks really nice like this too. So you have the choice. And maybe in the future, I will wear this with a bang. So I would cut it. But the thing is, once I do that, then I'm not able to push it over in this way. And sometimes I like this because, you know, if I want it out of my face, it's just a nice way of wearing the wig. So I like it like this. So again, just take a little bit of time. Now I know I want the front. Just using my fingers. I really don't feel you need a brush for this wig at all. You know, you may want to. Maybe you want to curl this wig and make it a curly wig. But I like it the way it is. So I'm just using my fingers to coax it into style. So I'm going to do a turn and show you. But I'm going to start with using the mirror. So we're going to look at the top first of all. So again, you see this, you know, it feels nice to the head. Obviously, it doesn't feel anything like a high-end wig, but it doesn't feel hard. Okay, there's a little bit of hardness to it with, you know, there's bound to be, but it doesn't feel hard like some of the other Amazon wigs. It doesn't feel bobbly. It feels nice to wear. And then you can see you've got this gorgeous colour, which is, in my opinion, absolutely stunning. Even though you may see this as a bit shiny, personally, I like the shine, and you may too. Now, it's very comfortable. Remember, I've cut the ear tabs out. So if you move it away, you're going to see, you know, I mean, obviously the fringe hides it a little bit there. But, you know, there's my sideburn. Obviously, because of the way my hair is at the moment, because I'm growing it, it's struggling to stay out. So just push it up a little bit. But, you know, if you've got all your hair tied up, that's not going to make a difference because it's covering your ears anyway. Obviously, it's different if you want to put it up. But even still, you can see how I haven't made any really bad bodge job errors on this, cutting out those ear tabs to make it, you know, unwearable this way. I could still have it in a ponytail and do other things with it if I wanted to. So I'll show you this side. And I'm going to turn around in a minute to show you the length and stuff. But isn't it pretty? Really pretty wig. So I'm going to do a turn from here. Look at that colour. Gorgeous colour. Gorgeous hair. Gorgeous wig. And then from the back, that's what it's like. That's the movement on the wig. And, you know, you can have the choice whether you bring it all round to the front like this, or you can have it back. And then I'm going to do a turn here as well. So, you know, you can see the gorgeous way it falls. Look how long it is. You know, very, very long wig. So again, you could cut this wig if you wanted to. but I like it the way it is, and I fully intend to wear this the way it is. So I really do like this wig. So this is how I will be wearing this wig. Secure, over to the side, you know, just as it is like this. Very, very pretty. So if we go to the box, you can see how different the style is. So you haven't got to have it the way it is on the box. You can customise it to suit you. And this is what suits me. This is what I like. You let me know in the comment section what you think about the way I've got it. Or if you would wear it, you know, with the full bang. But again, it's in my eye straight away. Even though that looks really nice and pretty, and it does, and I know it does, for me right now, it's not for me. I want it like this, okay? And I'm just blown away by how amazing it is. And I love how comfortable it is. Now I've cut out the ear tabs. And, you know, if you can get away with the ear tabs, I'm sure it would look even better than this. But obviously for me, it's more about comfort and wearability. If I didn't cut those ear tabs out, I would never wear this wig. And what a waste of money and beautiful wig, you know, and a beautiful wig that would be. And I don't want to waste any wig. You know, and I've only got one head and I can only wear one at a time. But, you know, having the option to wear this one as well is just amazing. So I really love this wig. Jessica from Smithy's Fever Wig Collection in ruby red, which I call a cherry red, but really pretty. I hope you've enjoyed this. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.